Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Kagam. Okay, so in today's video, I'm going to share with you guys some secrets that influencers, bloggers, and YouTubers don't want you to know about how they run their channels, blogs, and how they basically run their businesses. I think you guys could find this really interesting because I have some insider knowledge. My tree is still up. I know. It's not coming down. It'll come down this week at some point though. One of the things I learned when I was building my digital marketing business was like working with different types of people and learning how to deal with people's egos, basically. And when I was building my digital marketing business, which I'm still working on now, we did actually work with influencers a lot. And working with influencers was really difficult for me because I was used to, respectfully, not all, but I was used to working with people who were extremely professional, and many creators are not. Sorry, this is facts. And I've dealt with creators from different walks of life, but I'm specifically here, I'm talking about the fashion and lifestyle creator group, basically, at this point. So the first thing I would say that a lot of creators don't want you to know is that many of them don't actually even know how to be professional when dealing with brands and dealing with advertisers who want to work with them. And what I mean by professional is, for the love of God, respond to your emails on time. Okay, a brand has reached out to you, even if you don't want to work with them, respond to every single person who contacts you and who wants to work with you. That's the absolute number one thing that I would say that a lot of influencers don't do. And then they go on their pages and complain that they don't get brand deals and no one wants to work with them. It's like, no, people want to work with you, but you don't want to respond to people's emails. So that's the first thing that I would say. A lot of creators are not professional and they don't know how to respond to potential clients who want to work with them. The second thing that I would say is a lot of influencers in the fashion, shopping, and luxe world, many are managed by their spouses / partners. In most cases, it's like a boyfriend or a husband. Now, this has downsides, it has upsides. If your boyfriend or husband doesn't work in digital marketing, doesn't work in marketing in general, or doesn't know anything about advertising or brands, that person's going to be difficult to deal with. I've experienced this personally with a client. We tried to work with an influencer for this client, and the person's husband was like an accountant or something, and he was just really bad negotiating. You know, he treated negotiating like he's in a movie. And it's like, please, this brand has a big budget. They can work with a lot of people who have like a bigger following than your wife. Okay, so you need to take it down a notch. That actually happens a lot. I feel like there's this like boss babe image that is circulating with a lot of influencers who kind of try and create this like faux boss babe image, and there's nothing wrong with kind of faking it till you make it. A lot of people are managed by their husbands and boyfriends, and I have no problem with that. I don't think that's wrong at all. What I don't like is how some influencers like pretend that they're doing it all on their own, but you're not. Your boyfriend / or husband is your manager, and some people actually do pay their boyfriends or husbands a managerial fee. Most managers in entertainment get 15%, 20% is considered high, but in digital marketing, perhaps someone who has like talent or whatever, that person will end up paying like maybe 15%, let's say, as a managerial cut. So a lot of the times when brands want to work with certain influencers who their boyfriend or husband is their manager, it can get kind of dicey when you're coming to negotiate, because that person, not only are they the manager of that person, they're tied to that person legally, financially. So it's in their interest to try and get as much money as possible. And sometimes that disadvantages brands, and then people lose out on opportunities because they get too greedy. So that's the second thing that a lot of people don't want to talk about. I'm not ready to fight about it in the comments, guys. I've experienced this way too many times with lots of different clients from all walks of life. Many people are managed by their men. I'm cool with that. I love my man. I love my dude. He doesn't manage me. Okay, he doesn't run my businesses for me. He doesn't manage anything that comes to my businesses whatsoever. I do my own thing. I personally think that if you are an influencer and you're looking to do this full time, don't have your boyfriend or husband manage you. I think you should keep your business and your private life separate. That's just my personal opinion. And I think then you should go find someone who's actually a manager, who's done it before, because sometimes people who have like a personal stake in your success, sometimes they can end up giving you bad advice, not because they're trying to ruin things for you, but sometimes because they actually don't know what they're talking about. And I genuinely feel this way. Famous example of this, Lionel Messi, super famous Argentinian footballer. Look at all the mess that his dad got him into, because his dad had no idea what he was doing. His dad got him into tons of trouble with the tax authorities. Just saying, watch out for that. And the third secret that many influencers and YouTubers and bloggers don't want you to know is many people do actually just end up buying fakes, basically, at this point. And this is a really dirty secret that's in the influencing world. And many people feel like you're kind of hating if you say it out loud. You're not hating if you're saying something that's true. Many influencers are buying real items. I would never buy a fake and pretend it's real on this channel, by the way. But many are buying fakes and then presenting them as like real unboxings. This is actually happening, and it is a trend that's cresting upwards. It's difficult to tell from like the camera if something is fake or if something is real, but it is happening for a lot of people, and some people have actually been exposed. There's one YouTuber in particular, I won't say her name, who has been exposed for like buying fake bags and posting them as they're real. So I think that people who are maybe worried about, oh, you know, like this influencer has so much money, they're constantly shopping, constantly buying things. Many people in the luxe shopping and fashion space are not buying things that are real. Many people are buying real items, don't get me wrong, but many people are buying things that are fake and then kind of passing them off as real items. And the reason why they do this is for views, okay? In order to get as many views as possible and to make as much money from Google AdSense and other things like that. I don't think it's right. I don't think it's right personally, but it is something that is happening. I think that it's clear sometimes like who are the people that are buying things that are real, and I think it's clear like who are the people that are buying things that are fake. And then don't forget, you have people who do the replica YouTubers, you know, the people who in the title they'll put like DH Gate, like YSL Sunset bag. Like that is more honest because it's 100% a replica. You 100% know they got it from China, from DHgate, or from wherever, and it is fake. It is a replica. It's a counterfeit bag. That's not for me. Some people are really into that. I am personally not interested in that stuff. Okay. The fourth thing that I would say influencers keep as a secret at this point is the need to make money from affiliate links. And I'm not talking about the disclaimer. I have a disclaimer as well. A lot of influencers are doing this full time. A lot of people aren't doing this full time, but creating content and doing it sustainably and consistently and creating high quality content is not cheap. It's not easy. And particularly for fashion and luxury influencers, obviously you need to spend money to buy product and things like that. So what is actually happening as well at this point is a lot of influencers are kind of pushing products that maybe they themselves wouldn't buy, but because they have an affiliate link, they feel like they need to get you to buy. So an example of this, there was some people on a YouTube Facebook group for luxe shopping that I'm part of. They were complaining about a specific influencer, saying how they felt like she's really fake, you know, because when she first broke out into the scene, she absolutely loved Chanel. She was like a Chanel diehard, but now she just posts affiliate links for, you know, different department stores, Farfetch, Louisa Via Roma, and she doesn't post links for Chanel anymore, like at all. Like she won't even post a link for you to see the product like on the website. Now I can kind of see why, because obviously Chanel doesn't, Chanel, obviously their website is awful. You can't even buy their bags online. Ridiculous, number one. And number two, there's no way in hell that Chanel would even dream of having an affiliate program. That's just like not what they're about, and they do not care. So I think like obviously some creators just feel like, wow, you know, I'm spending so much money at Chanel. I'm making this incredible content. I'm not getting anything from them because they refuse to gift. As we know, Chanel don't gift. So why should I do this and not make some money from it? And in a way, it is dishonest. If you think about it, it is dishonest, but it is also honest in that the person just doesn't want to post the link. I don't do that at all. I will always post a link to the products that I mentioned because I think it's really important. If I post a link to Louis Vuitton and then that day you buy from that link, I won't get a commission from that. I'm fine with that. If you bought it, you let me know, that's fine. If you buy from any of my affiliate links, God bless you, thank you. That's also cool. But if you don't, it's also fine because I'm not doing this full time. And that leads to my fifth secret. Many creators who are doing influencing full time are under horrific pressure to create content. And they might make it seem like, oh yeah, guys, I'm creating content really effortlessly. That is just not true. Many of them are under intense pressure to create content. I remember one client that I worked with, they wanted to work with this YouTuber who's also a blogger, and they were really curious about this person's like approach to working. So we were talking to her manager and they were explaining like her content calendar. I have like a content calendar weekly, but I do shoot some videos in advance. Sometimes I do them on the spot, but I was shocked by like how detailed her content was. Like she knew 3 months out, like how many videos she'd shoot a week and what she'd be talking about. And that just shows like the intense pressure that people feel in order to keep up with the algorithm on YouTube and to keep up with, you know, other creators who maybe they're sharing viewers with. So I think that what you need to understand is like a lot of people who are doing YouTube full time, this is their bread and butter. This is what they do for a living. If you don't watch their videos, they're not eating. So that kind of like tilts like the quality of some videos that you see. It's a tough one, you know, different niches have different requirements. Fashion, shopping, beauty thrive off more videos and more uploads, whereas like other things such as maybe gaming or technology, they can deal with like fewer uploads during the week just because there's such a huge audience for gaming and technology. And when it comes to these like secrets that influencers and YouTubers have, the biggest thing that you need to understand is like there are only very few people who are doing this full time who are genuinely doing extremely well doing it, but you can still do it full time and make a good income without tons of subscribers. So I think something that a lot of people who maybe are trying to do creating full time, and maybe you're watching this video and you are a creator and you want to do it full time, you don't actually really need to have tons of subscribers. I remember one client, we worked with this YouTuber as well. She had like 10,000 followers. I don't want to say the niche that she was in. She had like 10,000 subscribers, I beg your pardon, and she was crushing it. Like she was getting like, she had like 10,000 subscribers. She's getting like 250,000 views a month on her YouTube account, which is insane. Like if you think about it, that's like all organic videos and everything. And she completely organic, and she was doing really, really well on AdSense. She was making good chunks of money, and she was working with brands, and she was super, super professional. She didn't have like 50,000 subs. So I think sometimes for those of you who are trying to do this full time, and maybe you have a dream, but maybe, I mean, me, myself, and I just have like 200 and I think I have something like 260 something now. I haven't checked recently. But if you do want to do this full time, you don't need to have a lot of subscribers. What you do need to have is a lot of views, and you need to be very consistent, and you need to be professional. That's the most important thing for those of you who are interested. Maybe those of you are just watching this because you find the whole influencing YouTuber blogger thing interesting. The biggest thing to understand, as with all things, there are very few people who are successful. They take most of the views, as in any business, but there's room for everybody. And just really quickly, I think we're going to see some interesting changes in terms of the whole influencing landscape because of C19 and this year for 2021. I've really started seeing it with some creators in the luxe world and in the fashion world. People are trying to launch their own brands, which is interesting. The jury's out on that. I mean, some creators, I don't know if they realize like how much work goes into like creating your own brand. It's like, it's not as glamorous as it seems. You actually end up doing a lot of logistics and making sure that clients get parcels and stuff, but that's for another day. So we're going to see a lot more of that, people launching their own brands. We're going to see, I think, a massive decrease in brand campaigns. Like, I don't think you're going to see like what happened with the saddlebag, like the saddlebag everywhere and the Dyson Airwrap thing and influencers everywhere flogging that. I don't think we're going to see huge brand campaigns anymore. And finally, the reason why I decided to stop the influencing side of my digital marketing business, even though it was very lucrative, was that it was just so draining dealing with people who were rude. And eventually it was just like, I realized I could actually do way better working with other types of clients. So right now, my digital marketing business is mainly, I work with B2B companies, and it's way more profitable, less stress. I'm dealing with normal people who don't have egos or drama or anything like that. So it's like way more easy for me basically. But dealing with influencers was tough on behalf of brands. Routinely would be ignored. People wouldn't respond to emails. People wouldn't respond to follow-up emails that were like confirming contracts. People wouldn't sign contracts, but then want you to pay them. I've seen it all. So make sure you take everything that I said here really seriously. And one more thing. The people who run meme pages are actually really, really serious about what they do. And they're the ones who are always going to be successful, because there was one client who was like, I want to post something on a meme page. And this guy had like 400,000 subscribers on his meme page. He was so professional and such a delight to work with. And I was like, how is the meme guy like more professional than the luxury fashion and shopping YouTubers and bloggers? This is not cool, especially because I'm part of that community. So I was kind of disappointed, kind of hurt by that, but I was like, okay, whatever. Anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and make sure you subscribe to my channel, hit that bell if you like this kind of thing. This is a shopping channel, so you know what time it is. Make sure you tune in to my videos. They're going to be going up every single day for the whole month of January. They're going up every single day except Sunday at 11 o'clock Tanzanian time, which is 9 o'clock London GMT, and 3 p.m. Eastern New York time. So make sure that you guys are here. I would love to have you here. I'd love to hear your comments as usual. Every now and then I'll be sharing videos like this where I share some jewels from my experience in business and finance. If you like this kind of thing, you can let me know in the comments. If you don't, you can also let me know. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.